Okay, now this is getting kind of crazy. You know, everybody's been sending me stuff to work on, this mail and repair service program I got, and the boxes just keep getting heavier and heavier. I can't hardly pick this one up. And I talked to so many people, I ain't got a clue what it is. Must be a power head and a gear case. I don't know. Let's open her up and see what we got to work on today. Well, yeah, looks like either a leg of lamb or a lower unit of gear case with the drive shaft on it. But they got more. It must be a power head with the magneto and the carburetor on it. Let's see if we can find out who this is from now. I got more. That must be the carburetor. I feel like I'm unpacking a meat crate. I've gone through everything inside the box. I don't see a note. On the shipping label it says the UPS store, doesn't have a return address. I don't have a clue who this is for. So I'm going to start opening up all these packages and see who it is and go back on my records and find out what I'm supposed to do with all this stuff. So if everybody's ready, here we go. And the carburetor, power head and gear case. No note, doesn't say who he is. Supposed to send me some money. So I don't know. I'm gonna go through my records and try to find out who sent me all this stuff. I love it. When I find out who it is, I'll come back to the video and tell you, and then we're gonna rebuild this, rebuild this, and rebuild that. They're having fun now. Here we go. Well, I went back and looked at my text messaging. And my text messaging, the return UPS store was South Carolina. So I went back and looked at my text messaging, and sure enough, it comes from Cody in South Carolina, 10 horsepower Johnson. He wants me to rebuild everything. He said the money is inside the ball lid box. So I dug through the box and I found it. Let's see what's inside. Sure enough, money and a note. Oh, the note says, rebuild mag, set coils, check timing, new seals in the foot, new water pump, set screws on the carb, mixture screws, new rubber on that green plate. That's the rubber trim that I put on them. And new O-rings in the fuel connector. Carburetor to be clean. If it doesn't run right, let me know. All is in the foot. Is mostly water, so he's got a leaking gear case. do you have a new block rubber handle? I do. For the tiller. And he left his phone number, Cody. And in the email, he has the return address. So I have everything I need. It's going to be a fun video. So let's get to work on it. I'm going to put it on my 10 horsepower, all these components. And it runs like good. I'm going to put it back in the box and send it back to South Carolina. If everybody's ready, here we go. We're going to start off with Cody's gear case. He said he's got milky gear oil. I'm sure he's got a leak somewhere. I'm going to drain his gear oil. She won't hold air at all. So I'm going to put her in the water now. Let's see where the bubbles come out. Just as I suspected, shift boot seal right there. Bubbles coming out like crazy. Shift boot seal's bad. I'm going to replace that shift boot seal and should fix the gear case apart. All the gears look really good. Impeller, it looks pretty good, but I'm going to change it anyway. And there's the old shift boot seal. Come out of there. There's the old one. I'll put in a new one. Put it all back together. I think I'm going to change the spaghetti seal too. That seal looks flat. Put it all back together and then pressure test it. I've replaced the shift boot seal and the impeller, and it's holds pressure. Holds pressure, 10 pounds. Holds pressure, doesn't move. And I rotated the drive shaft and make sure the prop spins when it's supposed to, neutral, forward, reverse. All good. Just got to take her outside and put her in the barrel, see if she pumps water. And the bucket test. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She shoots good water. Now I just got to put gear oil in her and we'll be done. I'm filling her up with gear oil from my automatic pump here. And I got the 2 new washers. Once it fills up, and we'll be done with the gear case. Yeah, we got the gear case done. Now we're going to work on the mag plate. So he sent me the power head with the mag on it. I'm going to take all the parts off, change the points, the condensers, and the coils, and new spark wires, put it back on, and set the timing, and be ready for testing it outside on my test motor. Here we go. Okay, so we have the mag rebuilt. He said the carburetor looked good to him, so I'll just put it on there and we're going to test it and see how it does. So mag rebuilt, trim put around his control plate. And the gear case rebuilt. Bad shift boot seal, gear oil, impeller, tested. Everything is tested. So now I'm going to go outside and take my 10 horsepower test motor. It's a 1958. And I'm going to take the gear case off and the lower unit off. And we'll put Cody's on my exhaust housing. And we're going to run it in the barrel. Make sure everything runs good before we ship it back. Here we go. Alright, we've got Cody's power head outside with my 10 horsepower sitting there, and I swapped the power heads. Look at that. That's cool. So now I got to get a flywheel off of my green Seahorse, 10 horsepower, and I got to get the rewind starter off of it, and now I'm ready to put her in the barrel and test her. And I can't quite get her adjusted right. She runs good, but can't get her to idle like I like to. So I'm gonna take my tools out and I'm gonna adjust the magneto arm. There's 2 screws underneath, or 2 bolts underneath. It takes a wrench. You loosen the 2 bolts, and then we're going to take a pair of pliers and adjust that arm in or out to make the cam roller move at just the right time at the line on the arm. So after we make the adjustment, we tighten the bolts back up, and now we're going to check the throttle back and forth to make sure the cam opens the throttle right at the line. Once we do that, the motor ought to idle down and we can fine tune the needle valves again. As you can see, the cam roller is set right on the mark for it to idle good. That plate adjustment works every time. This motor actually idles down past the line, which is great. She runs good. All the carburetor settings have been made, ready to ship back to Cody. Well, okay, Cody's motor parts are ready to be shipped back. We pressure tested and replaced the seals, impeller, gear oil, bucket tested for pumping water. It's all good. Put a new rubber trim on this control panel, and as you saw, put it on my test motor, my 10 horsepower test motor, and tested everything. Adjusted the low idle speed with the cam on the mark here, and it's all good. I enjoyed it. Hope y'all did too. So if you have any parts you want to ship me, if you want to ship me your whole power head with the magneto and the carb on it, I can rebuild it and test it on my motors. Just let me know. Contact me. All right? Had fun. Hope y'all did too. See y'all next video. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. Don't forget, Team Mike has all the parts you need. All the parts you need to repair, service, and restore your vintage outboard motors. Just check out my eBay store, Team Mike Vintage Outboards on eBay. And if I don't have the part in my eBay store, contact me. I'll find it for you. I'm a parts broker. If you want all the parts to repair or restore your motor, all in one service, just contact me. I'll put you a package together, list it on eBay, and ship it to you. You can contact me here. My phone number is 337-278-5429. I love text messaging. Shoot me a text message. Give me the horsepower, model number, and brand of your motor, and I can provide any parts you need. And remember, always remember, and never forget, here at Team Mike's Vintage Outboards, we're doing it one motor at a time.